legal challenge mounted the legal cha- the legal challenge mounted by Prime Minister Andrew Holness against the Integrity Commission report into his finances has been stayed indefinitely by the Supreme Court. The stay was granted on Tuesday when the case came up for hearing before the Judicial Review Court. More from Halshane Burke.
Dr. Holness and his attorneys were granted the stay pending the outcome of their appeal against an August ruling by the Supreme Court to reject his push to dismiss an affidavit by the IC's Director of Information. Justice Althea Jarrett had dismissed the applications by Dr. Holness and three connected companies to strike out part of the Director of Information's affidavit as being scandalous, irrelevant, and an abuse of process. The judge held that the evidence is relevant to the claim and that the Director of Information had a duty to disclose the information. In December last year, the Prime Minister was granted leave by the Supreme Court to seek judicial review in his battle with the Integrity Commission. This after the IC refused to certify his declaration and referred the case to the Financial Investigation Division. In the controversial 171-page report, the IC's Director of Investigation, Kevin Stevenson, said he could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment, highlighted unexplained financial discrepancies in Dr. Holness's 2021 income filings, and raised questions about tax compliance and transactions of over $470 million involving connected companies and tax compliance. The IC, which said it could not certify the income declaration, referred the matter to the Financial Investigations Division, citing the Prime Minister's failure to provide expense details. But Dr. Holness has denied any wrongdoing, claiming the report is flawed and unfairly suggests unethical and criminal conduct by him and affiliated firms. Halshane Burke, Radio Jamaica News.
The long awaited population.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for yet another Tuesday evening. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Yes, man. We're live. Portland Spice TV coming to you straight from Port Antonio, Portland, Jamaica, right here inside the West Indies. And like we say, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Those are not my words. Those are words from the Holy Bible. Sister Donna, you can't call upon God Almighty and at the same time, you endorse transmission. There are only two sexes in the world, male and female. There's no other sex. No other sex. Male and female only. Anything else is an abomination. So, I watch social media, and one of the biggest arguments out there now is that a man dress up as a lady win the prize for the best dressed female. What the hell can go so? And then the few time when we listen to Auntie Dana Mir, she talk about God and all of that something there. Now, you can't talk about God and then you endorse transmission. You are endorsing another gender. Hello? Male and female, man and woman, created by the Lord Jesus Christ. No other gender getting mixed up in blender. What a evening. What a Tuesday evening. Share up the channel here, share up the live here, share up the live. Without male and female, that is right. None of us would be here without male and female getting together and make perfect combination, negative and positive. No 220, negative and positive. Yeah? So, I understand what some people are deal with. Really, really not understand what some people are deal with. You see, there are a couple of things out there in the news. And this show is a current event show where we discuss everything. We discuss politics, we discuss sex, we discuss religion. You name it, we discuss it. Right here on Portland Spice TV. So there are a couple of things that we're going to get into. And the first one, we touched on it last week, but we want to make certain that everybody understand it and have it locked. Yeah? We want to make certain everybody understand it. PNP walk out of parliament today? Hey, not find parliament there. Come and understand how me miss that, how me miss the parliament. How did I miss the parliament? You know what happened? A long time I not cook, you know. I'm a cook today. So me in the kitchen and feel nice I cook. Why did we walk out, Celine? Give me some update. Hold on, let me see what we can find. Before we go to Andrew then. Let's get to the parliament. It's still happening.
Most recently, I think over the last couple of weeks, those conversations have continued. We are hoping that we can reach a resolution on the new MOU.
Tough tongue.
And
Hold on. Look like me reach where it happening now. At this stage, they are still in the parliament. So let me see what
the opposition bench so that I can have it properly recorded. Oh, he's making a statement.
We're trying to see if we can catch up on what happened at the parliament. Trying to see if we can catch up on what happened in the parliament today. Thank you, Celine. I was in the kitchen.
No need for a preamble, right? Just ask the question as you were about to do, and then we would recognize that the question that you were about to ask is not in the remit of the minister who gave the statement. So I would say to members, just go directly to the question. If there is need for additional clarification, when the ministers are answering, they will ask. Just ask directly the question.
We're checking out the parliament. See what's happening there today. The House of Representatives. Share up the live, everybody. Because we have some things where we are touched upon today. We are going to touch on this whole issue of the census will never take place. So we're still peeping inside our God knows.
The member from St. Catherine East, you may now turn your mic on.
Which one of the minister? Play the minister's speech.
So, Madam Speaker.
No, you don't have any more questions. Do you have any other questions, member? So, member, once again, I hope you took note.
The question being asked by a member must be related to the statement made by the minister.
But I'm going there.
I'm doing that.
The minister is not in charge of landslide.
But we
You
are
can't
talking
ask me
about
a
the
question.
system.
Okay? These new members need to know the rules. You can't go landslide and road on the environment and climate change. It has nothing to do with what is said. The question must be related to the statement made by the minister. That be in relation to the statement by the minister.
Yes.
We're taking a look into the parliament today. Insider God knows.
May I proceed, Madam Speaker? The member who raised the...
No member. Your
Can I proceed?
leader of opposition business stood. Would you be so kind as to allow him?
Madam Speaker, I am very much aware of your intention, but I just am asking, Madam Speaker, especially as questions are framed, for there to be some leeway in allowing the member, especially where the issue is already raised in the statement, as it was. And it was just in reference to that statement that the question was being framed. I'm asking, Madam Speaker,
He didn't stand on a point of order. However, he was given the latitude as he was speaking on behalf of the members on his side of the House. So that's why I permitted the member to speak. Thanks, opposition, leader of opposition business. Members, I am happy to sit here very quietly until you're ready to continue with the sitting. Member from St. Mary Eastern, from St. Mary Southeastern.
Thank you, Madam
The
Speaker.
member
Yeah. Just trying to.
The member who rise on a point of order from St. Catherine Southwest is actually correct. I have heard the pleadings of the leader of opposition business in the House. However, the statement by the minister is as it relates to the weather system, even if reference is made to landslides. In respect of questions you're asking about landslides and clearing of blockage and its connection to NAA, or in fact, even, that's what he asked. I listened to his question. I'm not sure if some persons even listen. It would not be an appropriate question for the minister based on the statement he made.
But with
So
all this...
phrase your question in keeping. And members,
Madam Speaker, the issue that we are discussing in terms of the system...
no, member, ask your question. And that's not an appropriate question.
Can they... And thank you for allowing me, Madam Speaker.
Ask your question.
Can the minister advise me and the House if, because as I said, there is a difficulty in terms of contractors indicating that they are not getting paid to clear the roads.
Member, please take your seat.
Please take your seat.
Member, take your seat.
So,
the member from St. Mary Southeast, please take your seat. House Leader.
we're taking a peep inside of God knows people.
Madam Speaker, I think, as has been said, I think the House would flow a lot better if members would go directly to the question, right? There is no need for a preamble, right? Just ask the question as you were about to do, and then we would recognize that the question that you were about to ask is not in the remit of the minister who gave the statement. So I would say to members, just go directly to the question. If there is need for additional clarification, when the ministers are answering, they will ask. Just ask directly the question.
You see, when we have situation that we can see it coming and people speak to it and other people don't listen, then we end up with all kind of problem. So we're going to be having the mayor of Port Marriott this evening, Mayor Fitzroy Wilson. No, he's still in a meeting, but we hope that he will be out of that meeting by
The
the
member
time.
from St. Catherine East, you may now turn your mic on.
So, Madam Speaker,
No, you don't have any more questions.
So
Do you have any other questions, member?
Tell Chris Brown say now have no
So,
more question.
member, once again, I hope you took note, ask your question. And member, this is an observation that has been said to every single member of parliament in the previous dispensation. And I would want to also say it for the benefit of every member here. None of us as members of parliament are to be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements. So please refrain from those type of statements or questions.
Oh.
No, member, hold on. So the arrangement of turning on your mic is what allows you to speak.
So we basically just trying to see what happened when the
You should not.
opposition members walked out of the parliament today.
That is the standing orders.
thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and that's why I was given the context, but I'll ask the question specific. Is the minister aware that the outstanding payments to contractors
No. Member from St. Mary Southeast, take your seat. Member from St. Catherine. Member from no. The member from St. Catherine Southwest, what is your point of order?
The issue I've already ruled on that issue. Payments by NW has nothing to do with Minister of Environment, Climate Control and Water. And it makes no mention in the statement by Minister. Questions must be related to the statement made by the Minister. And you already ruled on that. Did he talk about payment? You nincompoop. Did he speak about payment?
The member from St. Catherine East. The member from St. Catherine East, please ask your question.
I want to say something.
Eh?
Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition, you may make your statement on the mic as the leader of the opposition bench. so that I can have it properly recorded. No, he's making a statement.
So, when they turn off the mic in the parliament, absolutely hear nothing coming through the system. So we're still connected to the house, trying to find out what really happened when the walkout took place. And then one of the questions we need to ask, how many members of the government side were in the house? 'Cause we want to ensure also.
Madam Speaker.
Do you have a point of order? Do you have a point of order?
The parliament
Do
sound
you
like
have
a
a point
joke.
of order, member?
Madam Speaker, I wish to state that members of parliament are
What's your
not.
point of order, member?
I find the line of questioning by the member to be very dangerous, as members of parliament are not party to contracts between the National Works Agency and the contractors. So it is very dangerous for a member without having access, unless they have access to the books of the National Works Agency, to stand in parliament to make claims about payment of contractors without providing any evidence of it. Are you a party to a contract between the government and contractors? It's a very dangerous activity, Madam Speaker. Very
Thank you,
dangerous.
member. House Leader.
So, Madam Speaker, I appreciate that we do have new members in the House. And, it does not have to be in a spirit of acrimony. The Speaker is trying to give directions in relation to the question that is being asked, guidance. Now, the standing orders say clearly that the proper object of a question is to obtain information on a question of fact which is in the official cognizance of the minister to whom it is addressed. So if the minister of environment gets up and speaks, and you start by asking him about the NWA, which is not under, you start by asking him, guys, you start by asking him about the NWA, which is not under his purview, then that would not be.
Hello?
Yes, yes, good evening. I don't know if you know this answer or whatever. I want to ask. The House of Representatives belong to only one side?
No, it belongs to all 63 members.
No, but the Green behave like it belongs to the other side. Them talk like it belongs to only them.
They have the majority in the house, so power.
Yes, we know that. We know that they have their majority, but we think we need respect and everything in the house.
Yes, we need respect.
Then the Speaker will intervene.
Definitely.
Thank you, Speaker.
Well, we're just trying to catch up on what happened today.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're most welcome, my love. So, we're still trying to find.
Members, as Speaker of this Honorable House, I listen very keenly to the statements made when questions are to be asked. The question being asked by the member is improper and so ruled. Please move on from that statement. It is your third time being told. Your third time being told. You may ask for clarification, member, from St. Catherine Northwest.
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, a statement was made today by Minister who is appointed to a particular portfolio. In that statement, paragraph 5, the Minister said, and I quote, "We are particularly mindful of the potential for landslides in our mountainous parishes, especially in areas of soil saturation is already high. Therefore, I am confused as to how it is that it is not appropriate within a question to this particular statement, regardless of the minister's portfolio. The minister was appointed by the government to make this particular statement. Therefore, without being properly briefed..."
Member, thank you very much. You may take your seat. No, member, you may take your seat. Member, take your seat, please. Member, take your seat, member. Don't, member, take your seat. Member.
So she lock off the mic. And that's the reason, you see, this mic system in the parliament is an oppressive system, you know, where the speaker can turn off your mic. And they in the house will hear you. But we, the taxpayers, we, the employers of those 63 people in the
Member
house are locked out. So she lock we out again. She lock out the employers. The employee lock out the employers. Hallelujah. It's an oppressive mic system in the House of Representatives. Very oppressive. And we're watching it. Cheer up the live because we have some place to go this evening. We have some place to go. Some serious place we have to go. And we're watching what is happening in the House of Representatives. And my information from my viewers in the chat room that the people them walk out. That house is not nowhere honorable. It is all playing of house. So said the president. We see what I'm talking about. She doesn't allow the opposition to complete their statement. Hello, good evening.
Hi, Colin. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Right. I was watching the proceedings in Parliament, and as a Jamaican, a well-thinking Jamaican, I think, the Speaker's behavior was disgraceful.
But she tell the big man them take your seat. You don't have no more question.
Right. No. Why do I say this? It's two things, basically. Her tone is very condescending and reprimanding. When you say words are surrounded by a tone, whether it's sarcasm, cynicism, pleasure,
questions.
Anything.
Page 8 of standing orders.
Hold on, Carla.
Number 14, nature of questions.
Hold on. She's back. Hold on.
Questions may be put to a minister relating to any subject or department with the responsibility for which he has been charged, or with regard to which he has been assigned the responsibility of answering the questions. Member. Members.
You see, to me, it sounds like she will lock off the mic when the PNP them attack. Because then you can hear the GLP. But Carla?
Uh-huh. You want me to continue?
Go ahead. When they come in, because I was trying to get to the part where the walkout take place so other people who never see it?
I actually saw the walkout. I was viewing at that point. So I saw when it happened. And I thought the PNP were being very patient because if I was there, I would have walked out before.
Oh.
You see, when
Members,
somebody tells you to ask a question, you have to put the question in a context.
Members,
Yes.
are there any more questions? Members, are there any more questions?
Properly, it's interpreted. So anybody who is making a statement can preface that statement with a sentence or two and then dive into the question.
Context
That's how
matters.
we talk. If I come to you and I just say something, you might say, so why you never tell me that before? Because I did not set a context.
Yeah.
Right? And for example, I saw where Mr. Robinson was going to ask something.
Hold on there.
Has reached me. I have nothing that you have written to me about. So, leader of opposition business, any statement you will be making in respect of writing me, I would like to be written to and see such first. Statement by ministers. My last ask, are there any other questions on this statement by minister? Any other question on this statement by minister?
Paul Will is on his feet, but his mic is turned off. Paul Will is still on his feet.
Leader of opposition business, you would have to come and indicate to me exactly of what you speak. Because, yes, you may approach.
Continue, caller, till she come back.
Yes, the point I was making is that questions need to be framed.
Yes.
You have to put the thing within a context, because without that context, meaning can be obliterated.
Yes.
But she's not allowing persons to contextualize their statements. For example, Mr. Robinson was going to ask something, and he said 4 weeks ago, which to me is the preface, and then he would hit the question within another sentence or so, and she shut him off right there.
What?
I think that was rude. As somebody who, is a Jamaican and I vote in the election and thing, I expect when I'm watching my parliamentary proceedings, I want to be able to hear both sides.
But you see, the House has lost its honor.
Clearly.
Lost its honor because when you have some people in a Rangambu and what they do is give them a OD for the Rangambu, then you wonder where Jamaica is going.
Can you imagine?
At this time, Christopher Tufton shouldn't accept no OD with market me. Eh?
I'm not going there. I tend to agree with you, but that's not my point right now, Colin. I know that is topical as well. But, the whole thing of how you talk to big people.
Yes.
And giving people a chance to frame their question. Nobody just comes up and say, what so-and-so? Usually say, so-and-so, therefore, so-and-so. That's how people communicate.
And all the members were sent there by their constituencies.
Of course.
And therefore, you must respect that.
Because I want to hear the two sides. I don't want no one-sided thing.
Exactly.
I really think something needs to be done. I think probably Mrs. Solis needs to be trained in the art of communicating properly, because that tone of voice and that abruptness will not do well for democracy.
You see, we hear the talk about, I hear Babsy Grange was a Sunday saying that we must now unite and the election is over. But he who has the power have to lead,
Yes.
He who have the power have to lead and take the first step to show that unity and that respect in the House of Parliament.
And if we're really going to achieve anything, then we have to have a mutual respect. That's where I'm coming from. So that, there's productive discussion. And that's what I'm looking forward to as a Jamaican. And I do hope things will improve, because we cannot continue like this.
Definitely not.
All right. Have a good day.
Right. Thank you very much. You're watching Portland Spice TV. We're live coming to you from Capital City, Port Antonio. And we just kind of change our schedule to peak inside the parliament, because the news is that members of the opposition walked out of the House of Representatives today. and we want to get it right here. Yes, Mr. Bell, she only look off the mic when PNP is speaking, but all of the PNP did shake her hand. Yeah, which they shouldn't. That's what I was saying to Mr. Paulwell when we had him on here, that based on the fact that you didn't support it, you shouldn't shake her hand. Marshy.
Colin.
Wagwan.
Yeah, my man. Warmington I teach them how to tingle. So Warmington get up to talk and she cut off Warmington mic. And Warmington said, don't cut off my mic. Don't cut off my mic.
Oh yeah, so Warmington tell her that? Wait.
Yeah, man. Don't cut off my mic. Don't cut off my mic.
Before the PNP walk out or after?
I wonder if it's after, because I just watch the clip in it. Because them not no, they're not in at the time. Because why me rewind the thing. But Warmington know of Angler, and she couldn't cut off Warmington mic. But hear me now, Colin.
Yes.
Me not disrespect no woman. If a woman behave like a lady or a woman, me treat them with that level of respect. If you're going to behave like a little dirty girl, then I treat you likewise. You can't tell me how the wife of the Prime Minister behaving, because me think she's Speaker of the House. She's not Speaker, she's more silent of the House, not Speaker. Because she's shutting off. Every time the PNP them to talk, she shut them up.
Or somebody saying it's after the PNP come out.
Yes, it's after they come out.
Warmington tell her, don't turn up. What up, power this man? What is happening in Jamaica?
The woman is not in charge, but listen, when the PNP ready, the PNP will make the JLP answer the people out the road, Because that's the only way it can happen. Go out the road.
So members, member. That's
hold on, Marshy. Hold on, Marshy.
So I'm going to say it for the final time.
Hold on.
Your question must be, as it relates to the statement that was made by Minister today, your question must be exactly in keeping with the statement by Minister. That is the ruling. Your question should not be questions about National Works Agency, Ministry of Health, and all the other ministries that this minister is not responsible for. All your questions must be questions in respect of his statement and ministry. So this is my last time. And that is a ruling of the Speaker. Member from St. Mary, Southeast.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The minister, in his statement, said this administration is one that puts the concept of
just go straight to the question,
government.
member.
Is the minister aware of outstanding amounts?
She lock him up.
Member, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Please take your seat.
She lock him off.
God. If it happened to them, Colin. if it happened to them.
Why you say that?
Listen, it's time that the people them get tears on when she have beef, so they just let them know, say, hey.
The only thing I want to say to the PNP, when I not come out of it, when I not walk out of the house, and if you take with the mace. Because if the mace then in the house, nothing can go on in there,
Exactly. This time they show strength.
Take with the mace.
Take it where the things will turn upside down.
Tell her.
People
members,
are
there any other questions in respect of the statement by Minister?
She's back. Hold on.
Are there any other questions?
So
The member from St. James West Central.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Colin?
Yeah, man.
Colin?
Hold on.
The PNP. The PNP have enough people
Madam
to
Speaker,
call out. The people need to be
My question
called
to the
out.
Minister is about the preparedness protocols of the relevant ministries and agencies. Where can they be accessed?
The member.
You see,
Colin, this thing will make me sick. Eh? This thing will make me sick and just send up my pressure.
It's a power corrupt, you know. An absolute power corrupt, absolutely.
The member from Westmoreland Central.
Exactly. This girl Juliet need to
No.
put in her place.
Take your time. Take your time.
Thank you, Madam
Joke,
Speaker.
If she behaving like a lady, I can
There's a question to the Minister.
Hold on, Marshall. Hold on.
Quickly, Minister, will there be, in the light of the impending disaster, will there be any emergency funding being made available to satisfy like drain cleaning and stuff like that, knowing that we're still in the hurricane season?
Are there any other questions? Minister? Oh, you have another one?
Madam Speaker, I am here on behalf of the residents of Southeast St. Andrew who are anxious because 4 weeks ago, when we had heavy rains,
what is your question?
I'm coming to it.
No,
I am coming
ask
to
your
my
question.
I am coming to my question.
Members, it is very evident. It is very evident. It is very evident that the questions are not in respect of the statement by Minister. The member from Westmoreland Western, from Westmoreland Central, his question was not in respect of a statement made by the Minister, and neither is this question being asked by the member from St. Andrew, Southeast.
Bongarang.
We are play. We are play.
Yeah, man.
We are play. People, they hit the road. Waiting on the PNP.
Bongarang, brother.
Hey, PNP a joke. A time to hit the road and make Juliet and her husband know what. And we have to start treat them and do like what the people are running and do.
Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the leader of opposition, the member from St.
When you
Andrew
believe
South.
you're a dictator.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted.
Colin,
We are attempting to ask questions. We are attempting to ask questions arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who has sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for Southeast St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Member.
So she turned off Marky G mic. Well, now we are seeing members of the opposition gathering their things together. Yeah, this is where it's at. Yes. All the members of the opposition are gathering their things together and they are leaving.
If we have no other questions, announcements.
So remember, they said that they don't want no opposition, you know. They said that they don't want no
Announcements.
opposition. So now they are without any opposition member in the House of Parliament.
Laid on the table of the House are the following: annual reports.
Hello, good evening.
Members,
Good
announcement,
evening, Colin.
please.
Yes, good
Can I
evening.
ask a question?
Mhm.
What kind of parliament Jamaica runs? Is it a parliament to suit the Prime Minister's wife, Mrs. Holness,
It's a
and not
banana
the people
republic.
of Jamaica?
So they're treating Jamaica like a banana republic.
Exactly. And I thought we were modeling the Westminster's parliament.
No, absolutely not. If we were modeling the Westminster's parliament, Andrew Holness wouldn't be prime minister. Chris Tufton wouldn't be in the parliament.
Well, that is so true.
Yeah, you
That
understand
is
what
so
I say?
true.
Because the model of the Westminster type of government that we claim to be modeling is from the UK. And we see something where some people resign for.
Couldn't happen in England.
If the things were happening at this parliament, people that got jail in England.
Exactly.
Remember Floyd Green was partying in COVID, you know, and show up on Jamaican people, sip champagne.
I know him a minister, speaker, the government leader of the house.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
show up on people and say, lockdown day, shower labor right, while them are sip champagne while all the wheels under lockdown. Hold on. The Prime Minister of England, Boris Johnson, resigned for that.
Yes.
The Prime Minister of England resigned for Floyd Green though.
Exactly.
And Floyd Green get promotion for him.
I don't know where this country are go, where we are headed for. I don't know.
I don't know.
Me, a big old woman, 70-year-old woman, I never see this happening in Jamaica yet in all my life.
Yeah, man. No respect, disrespect in all aspect.
Till all women can call him man Lincoln.
So there's no freedom of speech in the House of Representatives? Is that what we're saying?
Where are we going? Just where are we going? Look here, man. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
All right, Colin.
Bless up. 876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Like up the channel. Share up the channel with everybody. Please, my people, share up the channel. Share it up. Because this is where the truth comes to die. Yeah? So, we want to start with the Prime Minister. We want to start with the Prime Minister thingy. We did touch on it earlier. Let's get back to it. This is it? Oh, no. This is the Prime Minister.
The legal challenge mounted by Prime Minister Andrew Holness against the Integrity Commission report into his finances has been stayed indefinitely by the Supreme Court. The stay was granted on Tuesday when the case came up for hearing before the Judicial Review Court. More from Halshane Burke.
Dr. Holness and his attorneys were granted the stay pending the outcome of their appeal against an August ruling by the Supreme Court to reject his push to dismiss an affidavit by the IC's Director of Information. Justice Althea Jarrett had dismissed the applications by Dr. Holness and 3 connected companies to strike out part of the Director of Information's affidavit as being scandalous, irrelevant, and an abuse of process. The judge held that the evidence is relevant to the claim and that the Director of Information had a duty to disclose the information. In December last year, the Prime Minister was granted leave by the Supreme Court to seek judicial review in his battle with the Integrity Commission. This after the IC refused to certify his declaration and referred the case to the Financial Investigation Division. In the controversial 171-page report, the IC's Director of Investigation, Kevin Stevenson, said he could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment. highlighted unexplained financial discrepancies in Dr. Holness's 2021 income filings and raised questions about tax compliance and transactions of over $470 million involving connected companies and tax compliance. The IC, which said it could not certify the income declaration, referred the matter to the Financial Investigations Division, citing the Prime Minister's failure to provide expense details. But Dr. Holness has denied any wrongdoing, claiming the report is flawed and unfairly suggests unethical and criminal conduct by him and affiliated firms. Hal Shane Burke, Radio Jamaica News.
All right, so hold on, Carla, coming to you because a
The
lot of
long-awaited population.
hold on, a lot of people wondering now what that means, the stay. So we got to clear up on that from Bert Samuels. Let me just play that and come there, and then I come to you.
Whenever a party has a matter before the court, and part of the issues in that matter has been determined, and there is an appeal on that issue, you can ask for a stay of the substantive issue pending the outcome of an appeal, because the court will say that appeal will guide how the Supreme Court will deal with the matter. In other words, a lower court always awaits the ruling of an appeal in a matter that may affect the matter that is before it. So you're always open to apply for a stay, because I'm gone upstairs to deal with a part of the issues in the matter before you.
All right, so now that that has happened, judicial review of decision not to void poll in Prime Minister seat set for November 18. So a date has been set for the appeal. An application for permission to seek judicial review of a decision not to void the September 3 general election in St. Andrew West Central is scheduled to be heard by the Supreme Court next month. That's the 18th of November. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Mr. Trumpet, Wagwan.
But there you hear, man. Where I say?
Why I hear the Prime Minister say we're going to start use robot.
Oh, tell her. But the Prime Minister
Why?
late.
But me think he was a robot for the Caribbean.
No.
He a puppet. He a puppet for the world country. Them use him as puppet.
Not the robot.
He was our puppet.
I don't know.
No, because when it sounds like a joke, because there are so many things we need to fix, like the farming, we need to produce the food for feed our nation. We need to provide housing for the poor. We need to provide jobs for the people who are unskilled. And the robot come to take away the jobs and for the people who earn $32,000.
But Carla, are you aware that we are already using robots?
I'm aware of that.
Eh?
But yeah, I'm aware of that.
Prime Minister late, man.
But hold
on. When you go down a water commission to go pay your bill and you have cash money in your hand, is a robot take your money, you know?
Right, basically.
You don't have to talk to nobody. You go up a floor, them have a robot in there take your money. In a phone supermarket, them America, you have robot that take on the money already.
Me know, because I want to tell you something. When we work, when we just start work there, we did have cashier. No, them not no cashier. It's like you have to cash out yourself.
They're no robot them there. People are looking for robot walking like man, you know. All of them something they are robot.
Exactly. But we in the Caribbean, let's say in America don't produce food for themselves like yam and banana and these things. So there's a lot of opportunities within the farming industry and these places where the Prime Minister needs to get right before we even start talk about this. Because if you check it out, the people who say I'm going to pay $32,000, the same people do janitorial work, you're going to use robots to replace them.
Oh, yes.
So you never need to go to $32,000 then, because the robots are going to take on them job there.
People them pop bag in at the supermarket too.
Robot, 32,000.
People them we pump the gas at the gas station, them all lose their work too.
32,000 robots. So this 32,000 come up with was a mockery. This was a mockery because the 32 is over 5 years' time, which would have come by 2030. The 32,000 would have chip in. And the robot will chip in within them same time there.
Hold on
in
there.
full swing.
Hold on there. Let me tell you something, no evil. We not tell lie on this program. So please highlight the lies that we are telling here. But Jody say, Colin, no evil to Portland a carry belly for you. Me too ugly for them carry belly for me, baby. No. Them can't carry no belly for me. If you tell me, say then grudge me, then fine. But them can't carry no belly for me. No, me no anti-Dana. Me no deal with transmission.
Rotted.
Me no anti-Dana. Me no deal with transmission. You
Lord
understand?
of God.
No transmission around here. Man to
You have to
woman,
know-
woman to man. That is it.
You have to be careful how you look, man, now, especially night.
Well, me done with that. me have mine. I am spoken for. Very well spoken for. So
it look like that's something we done coming is a robot.
well, a transmission is a robot, you know.
It's a robot. It's a robot. Whatever that the Prime Minister talk about.
It's only two gender we know about, male and female. No other,
Yeah, but
no other gender.
But I wonder if that type of robot that the Prime Minister talk about.
There is a possibility.
Because them talk about the dog robot too, you know.
Hey! Tala. My brother.
So,
we have to be careful in these times, yeah? We have
the
to
Prime Minister full of beer talk. Beer talk and rhetoric and just him can talk a good talk for influence people who it's just about talk, trust me. Because there's a lot of things we need for fix right now for the poorer class in terms of how we can start farming. Farming need for farm and fix properly. Low income housing, all of these things need for repair.
Yes.
So it's like you jump from one over the poor for reach to the transition, the transmission, the robot.
Yeah.
You know? Why? Something wrong with this Prime Minister. But me know him as a puppet. Me know him as a puppet because something I go on in Venezuela. One little thing I go on in the Caribbean. One little eruption in the US and Venezuela.
Yeah.
And I guarantee the Prime Minister can't bark right there, so.
Can't say
Him can't
nothing.
bark. Him a only bad man for the little ghetto youth.
Yes. But
that's the one that bigger than him.
You see,
and I want to say, Mayor Matley have more balls than him. And the balls him have, you know.
But Carla, you must also understand that Trinidad is backing what is happening, you know. Trinidad is supporting strongly what is happening in the Caribbean.
So but the Prime Minister at the head.
But hold on, it is not all the Caribbean leaders who are against it. Remember, this government take away Venezuela money, you know. So they might be in support of it. So you can't say the man have no balls, because if you support something, why would you not want to come out and say you're against it?
Well, even with my balls, them tie up. You know, they cut out dog balls.
But party, what may I say? If the man support the thing, where you expect him to come out, come say?
But him couldn't go otherwise. Even if him want to, him couldn't go otherwise. It's not that tough.
So we can't.
He wanted.
I disagree to say our Prime Minister is not strong, because we don't know his position. They took away Venezuela money and still have it. Them not give Venezuela them money yet. Venezuela and Jamaica are court for that piece of cheese there. So if America is going after Venezuela, who telling us that Jamaica government no in support of it? Who telling us that?
I understand.
How no come to that conclusion for you call the man weak? I want to know if the man support it. The man might just support it.
Well, Michael Manley is turning him grave. I will walk on my feet through the world and not on my knees.
But again, I keep saying to Ono, why you are saying that? You don't know if the man is in support. Trinidad is in support of it. Who tell us that Jamaica government now support it?
Yeah.
You hear an argument come out on the radio the other day where some fishermen I said that the man said no at least 2 boats will get blow up at sea. And it was brought to the parliament and the Minister of Tourism sidestep it. I mean, you said the Minister of Agriculture sidestep it too.
Them can't do otherwise. Them a walk like crab.
Maybe the man them in agreement, brother. That is where you have to admit you don't know.
Yes.
And as somebody, Sue says silent means consent.
To be honest, even if they wanted to defend certain things, them is like the crab will walk sideways. Them say crab walk sideways.
All right, my brother. Enough respect. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man, respect.
Blessings. We have some things we want to touch upon. And you're talking about the Prime Minister. Listen to the Prime Minister now.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says robotics will become a part of the everyday life of Jamaicans by the year 2030. He revealed that the country is not likely to discover oil in any quantity that will create a boom. And as a result, the country must diversify its economic base beyond the reliance on natural resources. The Prime Minister also argued that the country must expand the range of services it is producing while improving the quality of the ones it is already engaged in if growth is to be accelerated. The service sector currently accounts for 70% of GDP, while the goods producing sector accounts for the remaining 30%. The Caribbean Maritime University has now been officially accepted into the prestigious International Association of Maritime Universities. This opens up new opportunities for global partnerships and collaboration across the maritime education landscape. The first partnership under this new membership was initiated during the annual general meeting of the association with Amit University, India's leading maritime institution. President of the CMU, Professor Andrew Spencer, stressed that it was a proud moment for Jamaica and the university. He said that the CMU's membership in the association will strengthen the quality of its programs and open doors to new research partnerships, staff and student exchanges, and curriculum development initiatives. Banks and cambios are selling the US dollar for $161.10 and the Canadian dollar for $116.42. The going rate for the pound is $218.49, while the euro is fetching $191.86. Former governor of the Central Bank of Barbados, Dr. Delisle Worrell, says Caribbean cultural industries have great economic value, but stressed that countries in the region are only seeing marginal economic benefits from these industries. Dr. Worrell said the cultural industries provide livelihoods for a stream of talented athletes, writers, designers, sportspersons, commentators, promoters, and communication technology specialists. He, however, pointed out that Caribbean countries are too small to attract a constant stream of international events that would make cultural tourism a major contributor to GDP. Dr. Worrell argued that while West Indies cricket may never have the financial muscle to develop and field a competitive international West Indies team, it must recognize and celebrate the employment opportunities which world markets have opened up for Caribbean cricketers, including the lucrative Indian Premier League.
Thank you very much.
The Jamaica.
Yes, caller. Good evening.
Yes, sir, Colin.
Yes, man.
My first time caller. Love your show.
Oh, thanks for calling, my brother. Happy to have
so
you.
So you want to know from Wagwan?
Yes.
We always hear a saying, say the higher the monkey climb,
The more I'm exposed.
More I'm exposed.
Yes.
And with all Wagwan, everything too soon fall into place. I agree that some people are anxious to see the PMP, the Colin and the whole team go out there and whatever. This is the first step when they walk out. I mean, like when I see everything so fall into place. Because this government, no matter what them do, circling, them not go get them, they not go escape it. So everything soon fall into place. The revolution will soon start.
Do you know what it means to have a revolution?
Yeah, man. Love your show, brother. Love your show.
Respect, my brethren.
And keep it going.
One
but the
love.
revolution will soon start. Everything
One
soon
love.
fall into place. The higher the monkey climb, the more I'm exposed.
So, thank you for calling, my brother. So, we're just hearing at the news a while ago where the Prime Minister is talking about use of robots in Jamaica. I am saying that we have been using them before. We have been using them, and they have been used all over the world. Not because them don't look like human being. The ATM, those are robots. Those are robots doing the work that human being used to do. So the people in the banks, a lot of them who were tellers, lost their jobs to those ATM machine. Nuts. So you have to understand, hold on, that this is not a new thing. Prime Minister Andrew Holness talk about the use of robots. Something that is ongoing. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Colin.
Junior.
How you do?
You hear what going on at the parliament today?
I heard about the walkout and I was listening to your program.
And the court is ensuring that the Prime Minister thing don't hold up the 18th of September, the Supreme Court going to hear the appeal.
Yeah, but me, I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that.
I don't know what's going to happen with it. You don't think nothing come out right?
It's going to drop right through the cracks.
Tolo! Wow.
The other thing, though,
yeah,
right? What is going on in the parliament? You see a smooth dictatorship coming up?
Yes, I have been calling this dictatorship long time, you know.
Yep. And then now what happened is that this female can turn on and off the mic as she please.
Yes.
And then when that takes place now, you can't hear what going on in the parliament. You know?
Exactly, because that's what I was saying. She lock out the directors. She lock us out. Because when she turn off the mic, you know, everybody in parliament, they can hear what each other are saying, you know.
Yeah, but we can't hear.
But she lock we out. Why is she locking us out of the discussions in the parliament? Are we employ them?
If you listen to exactly what she's trying to say, you know.
Yes.
She don't want no question from nobody related to nothing, you know.
Hold on,
just
Julia.
want
Hold on,
the same question what you talk about.
Hold on. Did I say the 18th? It's the 18th of November that the Prime Minister case will be heard in the Supreme Court. The 18th of November. Yeah, Junior, continue.
All right. Now, you realize what go on in Montego Bay?
Which one?
With Colin Regional Hospital.
Yes.
You realize that somebody is benefiting from the fact that the hospital closed down?
I did a video a couple months ago. Cornwall Regional, the cash cow. They are raping this country through Cornwall Regional in so many ways, Junior.
The Adventist Church benefiting from the close down, you know.
Oh, they also.
Because if you normally go to the clinic, what takes place at the hospital, all the clinics are now over by the conference center, you know. So if you go over the conference center, you can't believe you're not over the hospital now. That's how it's set up.
Over the conference center, that's the one
that's
about
the Adventist place.
Oh, the Adventist place of a conference center near to the hospital.
So because they have a conference place inside the hospital, they accept, they get the benefit.
So the church getting money for rental and them something there.
Everything.
Tell her.
Because look here, Colin. If when the hospital was closed down for reconstruction, if any man was going there to collect condoms, if him going back now is erectile dysfunction, him having.
Hold on, Junior. Wait a second while. If any man was going to the hospital to get condom before it locked down.
Before the hospital lockdown,
yeah.
Reconstruction.
Yeah.
If you are going to the hospital to get condoms and you're going back now, is a erectile dysfunction you have, you know. It's head you have, you know.
Where say that man get whole and...
That man is an old man.
And done.
The hospital under reconstruction longer than the time it takes to build, you know.
And Christopher Tufton got a OD yesterday.
Yeah.
What
have
can
you
go so?
No. When I saw it, I said to myself that you're compensating incompetence.
Yes.
That's the best example of compensation for incompetence, you know.
Yeah, man. And misconduct.
As well. No what I talk.
Because market them never do no marketing for we.
No, man.
Obviously did it for them.
When you look about markets, whatever, you know, is to benefit the desires of certain people, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Because, all right, the JLP is not very happy about the amount of PMP MPs in Parliament, you know.
No, they can't be happy and they're not comfortable either.
The first thing, they can't get to implement them same agenda what them have, you know.
Tell her, you mean the transmission?
Yeah, the transmission and the same thing.
Our 3-speed transmission they have, no?
Yeah, man, them not working out this and the similar transmission and the artificial transmission. Where them want to teach your son that him is a boy when he go to school and when he go home is a girl, you know.
Yeah, him can turn a girl if he want to.
Agenda, you know.
If he want become a girl, him can be a girl.
Right.
Rubbish.
And when we went to school, we heard about 2 gender.
Male and female.
Praise
only
God.
Only
now
2
you hearing
gender.
about all sorts of something.
I no recognize no other gender.
Male and female.
Masculine and feminine.
Right. But them very pissed about the fact that them can't change the laws what they wanted to change, you know. Because them never get the chance the last time they had to have the election before they make the changes.
Oh.
But with the PMP getting so much of the seats in Parliament, they don't have a majority anymore. So them can't change the same thing what they want to change. Because remember, you know, that organization is infested with same people, you know.
Lord have mercy. But Junior. Tell me something. Tom Tavares Finson say he want to be the prosecutor for Norman Scott. Hold on the Junior. Because I want you to tell me about this.
That he would be applying to the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for a fiat to prosecute the matter.
Miss Julie Francis attended court along with a throng of Jamaica Labour Party supporters, and she was represented by a number of high-profile Jamaica Labour Party lawyers. I have applied for a fiat to prosecute the mayor.
King's Counsel Tom Tavares Finson. The matter was subsequently adjourned until November 27. The senior parish judge ordered that Mr. Scott be fingerprinted. The incident occurred in the St. Elizabeth Southeastern constituency on September 3, where Mr. Scott was seeking to unseat the incumbent, Member of Parliament Franklin Whittle. Mr. Scott's attorney Charles Gangasingh has countered the allegations, stating that his client was the victim of an unprovoked attack by a mob of GLP supporters.
Tom said that it's a powerful man versus a simple woman. What are your views, Junior?
Me have to laugh. How come him not say nothing about the case of the Royal Reed?
No, but not just Royal Reed. Remember, George Wright did use a stool and batter one woman, you know. And Tom never said a word.
The first thing made me not really too up with Tom Tom, you know, is cartel, you know.
Yeah.
Every time we remember cartel case, now we laugh, you know.
Because Tom Tom did have it first, no?
And Tom Tom did send cartel to prison.
Tala! Oh, I never, what? Rabash!
Then if you take X amount of money for a man, send the man to prison with the same amount of years. What I mean? It's a joke, man.
So you said Tom Tom not worth insult?
No, sir. He not worth nothing. Remember saying, no, Tom Tom have one closet for me, you know, and looking at no.
Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, holy, 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 Lord God Almighty.
If you want to know about Tom, you know.
The law?
The law? You want to know about Tom.
What are you talking about? The boy-in-law?
Yeah. You remember when the PMP had the meeting in Samstop Square in 1989?
No, sir.
The mass meeting at Samstop Square in 89 when we were coming back from Montego Bay with the buses through Central Village.
Yeah.
Him can't tell you what happened down there night, you know.
He knows?
Him know more than me and you. Right? So that man can't talk. I know exactly what happened that night.
Somebody's saying, Colin, you should listen to what Orlando Turlong said about the Cuban embargo in the parliament today. Jamaica is heading into a dangerous territory with the US on this issue. Yvette, me have to go listen that I never hear.
Remember, say him was one of the show passy lawyer, you know.
But Tom did lose him pie.
Yeah, man, no say him did lose it, and him, we don't know how come and get back again.
Well, powerful men. You hear the man say? He wants to prosecute Norman Scott because Norman Scott is highly placed and powerful. But George Wright battered the woman with a stool. And Tom was quiet.
Remember, I say, so you know, him don't have no proper antecedents, you know.
Somebody's asking if I'm not on Caribbean radio anymore. Well, I connected this evening. I just never see the connection come up. So when I get off, I will find out what happened to Caribbean radio this evening. I did my part. I didn't see it come up. So as I say, when I come off, I will call and find out what happened at Caribbean radio. Yes, Junior.
I don't see that man should bother even open him mouth.
Tom.
Because him have a son-in-law what everybody in Jamaica know.
But Tom is a hypocrite because Tom is going to say it's not about politics. And then you heard the man in the news saying the lady went to court with a throng of GLP supporters, and he never mentioned the battery of lawyers of GLP lawyers that went with her. But PNP need to understand that all that the GLP is doing is playing politics, and they need to start playing politics too. But maybe they need to learn how to play politics.
I think so too. Even the walkout tell wasn't bad because I would have walked out long time. But the only problem I find with the walkout, them don't do what DK and do. Take up the mace.
Take away the mace. When you take away the mace, now the sitting
no,
done, you know.
Parliament can't give.
No law can pass without the mace in there, you know.
None can take place without the mace.
But
hold
on, what kind of thing is that though with this mace thing? If the mace not in there, no law can pass. What is it that we're worshiping idol? Is that idol worshiping?
Remember, say our parliament is a Westminster thing, you know. So the tradition is still the same, you know.
We don't have no Westminster thing because if we had a Westminster thing, Andrew wouldn't be in the parliament. Floyd Green wouldn't be in the parliament. Chris Tufton wouldn't be in the parliament. Warmington wouldn't be in the parliament. All of them would not be in the parliament if we were following.
That's why we say we have a Westminster thing.
A thing?
Yeah, I think. That means there's something we use and some we don't use.
All right, my brother. Big up yourself, Junior.
Yeah, man.
Thanks very much. 876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Portland Spice TV. Yeah, man. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, only subscribers can go into the chat room. Why him never go prosecute Ruel Reid? Somebody said conflict of interest. You see, let me tell you something. Some people, if you give them an inch, they take a yard. Give them a yard, they take a mile. What this victory for the third term has done for the GLP is make them junk and power. So what you see happening in the parliament, a stagger them a stagger. Because they are power drunk. 876-804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Bell.
Thank you for calling, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, question, is the surgical drill case still active?
Yes, man. We don't forget the drill.
Okay.
And we don't forget Donovan Williams, who is sitting in the parliament and don't tell me who him have the shares for in a when near Meditech.
Meditech, yes.
It is illegal for him to be sitting in the parliament breaking the law.
Well, the GLP seems to not care about that.
No, it's not just the GLP, the Jamaican people.
Well,
anybody when not voting at the last election don't care about it. Anybody who voted for the GLP don't care about it.
No, remember, Mr. Bell, as I always said, we have a corrupted nation. So I guess we're going to continue the same way.
But if we can also just sit down and accept that we have a corrupt nation, brother.
Yes, I know that, and that is why I did my part as a citizen. But unfortunately, they went back into parliament, and so.
Yeah, I have a message here. Somebody saying that yesterday was a very dark day in our country's history when you are giving an award to Desmond Mackenzie, Babsy Grange, Chris Tufton. Well, I don't know what is the problem with Desmond, what problem, or Babsy, or Emily Crooks. I kind of uncomfortable with Glasspool Brown one.
Yes, and Christopher Tufton especially.
Well, I am not comfortable with Christopher Tufton award at all. I am uncomfortable with Glasspool Brown being the director of election and getting that award while being director. I believe when you're a director of election, you must stay independent, get the award after you left the work. Yeah?
Yes, not
so you don't
not
you don't want it to look like government and nice him up and I suck up to him and I give him award to get special treatment.
Yes, that is showing, favoritism.
Yeah, so I am worried about these things.
Yes. I did some digging into the surgical drill, and some of the items came up as obsolete.
Some of the items were they buy?
Yes. Yeah, man. The only thing left for me to do is to confirm with the company. Hopefully, they would respond to my email.
Well,
because
keep digging because we can't make them think. You see, it's too much money. You realize what happened now. The government can't pay a civil servant. And today, for the 24th time, Ralston Hyman was here Saturday morning. For the 24th time, the Bank of Jamaica intervened today again, pumping $30 million to shore up the Jamaican dollar.
Well, they're going to continue because we're not manufacturing anything to support ourselves.
Yeah,
everything
problem.
will be, most of the stuff we have to import, we've been importing. Man.
Yes, sire.
Yeah, man. If some of the, I mean, I don't understand how people themselves they have a phone, they have computers, and it's like people don't care because it's so simple to go and find out the cost for these items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Because even some of the cutting bits,
Yeah.
they are for thousands of dollars. That was Meditech charged the children's hospital.
Yes.
And when you look for them, it's like $14. It varies. And on the invoice, I don't want to misquote, but it's like a charge like about between $60 US and more. I remember they're the manufacturer, they're the dealer, sorry, so they should be getting it cheaper.
Well, my brother, I'm going to tell you something. If the people of Jamaica don't decide to let their voices be heard and demand accountability from our government, then this country is going down. Some people don't like when we say that. But
no, but it's the truth.
If we don't demand accountability, we're going to have a problem.
But we're having problems.
I'm going to show you something where Ralston say Saturday morning for those who missed it. That if the Jamaican government don't cut the capital budget, then what is going to happen? We're going to have to fire some civil servants. Listen to this. What is going to happen with this wage bill rally? Civil servants are adamant that they're not taking 2%. Can you show us that the government have that money or they don't have it?
Well, them don't have the money. So it means the place after either them all cut the capital budget again, which means we don't get no growth. Or the place are going to shut down for a protracted period because the trade union leaders them so them not accept that. So the only alternative is for them cut the capital budget if them pay the public sector, and that means slower growth and more stagnation.
You hear that?
Yes.
The country's at a place now. No evil to Portland. Call me and tell me how you know work this out. Call me and tell me how you know work this out. 2% been offered to civil servant. They're not taking it.
It's a shame, Mr. Bill. And they love to talk about how the PMP was, beer wage freeze. And here it is. It's similar.
Yeah, but it's not similar because remember,
meaning as in similar as in they're doing wage freezes.
No, but hold on. It's not similar because they told the country that they will pay a civil servant. There won't be any cap. In fact, they put it in their papers leading up to the budget that in year 1 they will give 9.5%. In year 2 they will give 6% and 6% in year 3. So it's not the same, my brother. But we talk.
Okay.
Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, 876-804-7072. This is Portland Spice TV. Talk to me, caller.
The Honorable Colin Anthony Bell.
Blessings, mystical. Mystically.
Yes,
you saw what happened in the parliament today?
Yeah, man.
Talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't even talk upon them, look. I don't mean that with the second thing, So, the dead house parliament, some little people have an agenda and them are fulfill it. And think them smart that you fulfill an agenda. And put it on, feel like they will get it.
Talk up in the phone, your voice drop.
Yeah. You know, treat the opposition as them sitting duck, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, I don't know what they will do to improve their statue in the parliament because the speaker is just out of order and think he's a yard Sharon. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No manners, no respect.
No
honor,
respect
no
for
dignity.
the people who are sent there by the citizens of Jamaica.
You have to have respect. Yeah, it's not about you look at partisan politics. You left that out the road. When you're going there, you must rule with dignity, and respect. I don't know if a question. I don't know when a question is not a question.
Deborah
I don't know what constitutes a question then.
Deborah in the chat room say 80 loading.
Long time. You know where I am with that. Yeah, you know where I am with that. It is more than loading. You know. Yeah, so I don't know when a question is not a question, and that you need to ask a question like you're a kindergarten. Yeah, and there's no context to a question.
No context.
No context. You just lock it down. It's what I will accept. That is it. Yeah, this is a playhouse.
It's a plan doing, It's a plan doing, Mystical. Them plan that,
Yeah, man. It's a plan to ruffle and intimidate the opposition. Yeah.
Yes.
And they must not stand for it. Make them one stay in there and make them not. You have to stay out at all times. They just sign in and sign out. See what they will accomplish by being by themselves.
I am saying they must take away the mace when them are come out.
Well, all of that too. Take away the other stick, you know what I mean?
Take it away.
The power and stick, yeah. But hear this now, Colin.
Yes.
Yeah, we are faced with some serious times, man. Because I don't think we all understand and can appreciate, the dynamic of what is currently operating through the Prime Minister. I want to tell you this from a philosophical, theological, and religious perspective. The man is an apostle, brother.
We say the man is an apostle.
The man is an apostle. What that means is a representative
of.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but me I wait for the.
Yeah, a representative of the neoliberal agenda and the new world order.
Because I don't know if you heard me ask a caller a while ago how him know say the Jamaican government now agree with the US are doing with Venezuela and they boat them out to sea.
Yeah, man, and the brethren who calls before.
Hold on, Mystical. Hold on, don't move. Hold on. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Bev.
Hold on, please. I'm coming back to you. Yeah, Mystical.
The man talks about the robotic nature of the Prime Minister.
Yes.
The man is right. Yeah, that nomenclature is fitting into the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is a robot. You just put in something and you get out the thing that you put in. What you put in, you get out. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You just put it before him and him just take it and run with it. Yeah? The man is an apostle of the neoliberal agenda. 2030. You have to understand, we don't have the time here now because the time is limited. Yeah?
Yeah.
2030 is a milestone, That milestone determines what after, It determines, and you talk about robotics, and he's telling us what is going to be, and 2030 will be that yardstick. Yeah? That is where it will start and stop. 2030 will define the future. And we have to now cut it before it reaches 2030. Yeah?
Yes.
There's got to be a move against that 2030 dream and vision. And he's going steadfastly, in ensuring that it comes to pass. Let me show you something that is subtly being implemented in the world and in this country, because we are like guinea pig, we are universal guinea pig, things that are not even awash in many other developed countries, some developed countries. No, it's being piloted here, a little tropical country, indigenous country.
Yeah.
These matters are being pursued. Yeah. This robotics, being pursued. Do you know that when the genocide that is being perpetrated down on the Gaza, genocide, is a part of the new liberal philosophy. They have about 3 prongs that they used to define it, and if you don't understand, you never know, because you see this same transmission distance we are talking about, it's a part of the genocidal philosophy, because what that means, depopulation.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Because certain things not happen, then certain things can happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, all right, what if when we deprive the hospital of vital resources, and so you find that people, what would destroy some in Jamaica? In other countries, I mean, people survive 90 times more. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some simple things why people expire. Some simple things, you know.
Yes.
Yeah? Why? Because we are not resources. It is deliberate, you know. I tell you, well, the approach is deliberate, you know. Why you think education is being deprived? It is deliberate, so we can have a peer dose of people. Yeah, so, yeah? Because they're moving towards the prison. And the ultimate is the online business, digitization, and the ultimate prison where it deprives you of access to your wealth and to determine.
Mystical.
You get what I'm saying?
Mystical. I don't know if you hear what they're saying about poverty. That there are about 72,000 Jamaicans who are living in extreme poverty. And there are also some people who, even though they might have a little money, them still in a poverty because they can't access education, they can't access proper health care.
Yes, sir, what I'm talking about. It is deliberate. And in another 10 years, you know, it is so much now. This will be worse than 80 because watch now, you know, how much percentage of people in this country is on a pension plan? Yeah? How much?
Boy.
It's like this.
Mystical.
So when that comes to term, what will happen to all them people?
Some people
when
don't
you don't
understand
have no digital accounts and all them things, how will I feed you? No government. So poverty bowl, brother. But I want to have some more.
Well, we have to do what we are doing around here in a Mystical. We are open the people them eyes. We are teach the people them who have ears to hear, let them hear.
When I see them at the private, where we land and them same thing and I build this and that. It is part of the agenda.
Yes, sir.
In your liberal agenda, you're going to own nothing around here. You're going to be animals around here. It is our responsibility to feed you and to clothe you, to poorhouse, arms house, cemetery.
All right, my brother. Respect.
Take it easy, my bro.
You want love. 876-804-7072. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Well, think well. Listen to Colin Bell.
Sure.
Open your eyes. It's Portland Spice. No explicit, no exotic. It's Portland Spice. He despise the lies.
Yes, man. Only the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us,
Comrade
Almighty
Rock.
God.
This is Comrade Rock.
Comrade Rock.
Yeah.
Rock on, brother, rock on.
Yeah, remember the other day when I called you, I leave you about the census business where them never come out with them thing.
$4 billion gone down the drain.
Oh, no, man. And your deal with the thing was nice. Well, I just get back to you right now.
Yeah.
You see what's going on in the parliament?
Yes.
Is not parliament, Jamaica parliament. Is Andrew House.
It's the GLP parliament.
No, Andrew House.
Hold on there. I want to play it. Hold on there, my brother. Because this clip here, I've not done the show and don't play this clip here. Because
no, man, you have it right down. You can't get it. You can't get it.
No, hold on. Listen to this.
Polling station. That he would be applying to the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for a fiat to prosecute the matter.
Miss Julie.
2025 Global Multidimensional Poverty Index MPI report has indicated that in 2023, nearly 79,000 Jamaicans, or 2.8% of the population, were trapped in multidimensional poverty. The figure accounts for Jamaicans enduring deprivation in health, education, and basic living standards. The country boasted a record low poverty rate of 8.2% in 2023, down from 16.7% in 2021. More in this report from Nakinski.
I want to listen to this.
Multidimensional poverty measures a poverty beyond income, capturing deprivations in multiple areas of life that affect citizens' well-being. It establishes that poverty is not based solely on lacking money, but involves deficits in health, education, living standards, and other critical dimensions. The concept aims to provide a fuller picture of how poverty impacts people's lives by assessing overlapping disadvantages. The report, Overlapping Hardships of Poverty and Climate Hazard, produced through the United Nations Development Programme and Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative, also revealed that an additional 5%, or 142,000 Jamaicans, are classified as vulnerable to multidimensional poverty. The report said the intensity of deprivations in Jamaica, which is the average deprivation score among people living in multidimensional poverty, is 38.9%. Additionally, it said the MPI value, which is the share of the population that is multidimensionally poor, adjusted by the intensity of the deprivations, is 0.011. In comparison, Dominican Republic has an MPI value of 0.09 and Trinidad and Tobago 0.002. Of the 79,000 Jamaicans experiencing multidimensional poverty, 52.2% suffered deprivation in health, 20.9% in education, and 26.9% in standard of living. The report looks at access to healthcare, nutrition, and child mortality for health, years of schooling and school attendance for education, and access to clean water, sanitation, electricity, housing, and cooking fuel for standard of living. Other factors may include employment, security, social inclusion, or environmental conditions. The report says the incidence of multidimensional poverty at 2.8% is 1.4 percentage points higher than the incidence of monetary poverty at 1.4%. It says this implies that individuals living above the monetary poverty line may still suffer deprivations in health, education, and/or standard of living. Added to that, it noted that 0.2% of the Jamaican population is living in severe multidimensional poverty. Nakinsky Robinson, Radio Jamaica News.
And development economist Sandra Roden says a holistic look is needed of the issues that affect marginalized Jamaicans. Mr. Roden says while efforts are being made to respond to the needs of the poor through the increase in the national minimum wage and the reduction in the cost of electricity, the relief will be temporary if other factors impede the impact of the interventions.
You see what is happening? Carla? You hear that?
Yes.
Multi-dimensional poverty.
Yes. And why? You remember I tell a man yesterday, well, in live New York now, what him run business at Jamaica. And I'm going to tell me, say, this man are the best thing ever run Jamaica.
Oh.
I said, let me tell you something.
Oh.
Eh?
Who are the best thing?
No, the man when his wife shut down the thing in a parliament. What if you do for you know me attack?
Talk to me.
The man I say, this prime minister is the best thing. I say, let me tell you something. In case you never know. You have a man named Dr. Omar Davies. You see, when that man was running Jamaica, finance in Jamaica, the things that he does that poor people can live. No other guy may not say do that. And the man who tried to shut him down all the while with him lies, what happened to that man right now? When he come out of parliament, not even a recognition fee, fighting way out. So God, you don't ramp with God people.
Don't ramp with God people. That is a fact.
All right, I'm going to show you something now. So this man you know, where him and his wife are run the house, Nebuchadnezzar, we have done Jamaican people them under them bandage. Look where the date you said, the 18th of November.
Yes.
All right. Colossians 3, verse 18 says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband. It is fit, is in the Lord. So she have to do things fit. She Nebuchadnezzar about Jamaican people. Oh, long, what you got to them?
Colossians, what that? Colossians chapter 3?
Yeah, verse 18. So the 18th, you know, go see what happened.
Tell her.
I say it shall be well listening to Colin Bell, you know. I say it shall be well.
It shall be well listening to Colin Bell. No lies and Portland Spice.
Colin, me have it right now. Me don't make you get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me I walk around right now in a Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Catherine. All of my friends them are tuning into Sport and Spice.
Tell them about it, my brother. Tell them about it. Tell them to subscribe to it. Click the notification bell and like up the video.
Brother, me usually advertise 97 FM when it just come in.
Yeah?
I mean, build that with them.
97 FM, which station that again?
You don't know. Cool 97.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Good music.
What I say? I'm
Yes.
work with them there. Then can tell you about Red Rock.
All right, sir.
Then, usually be in the street, usually Never Bell show, my brother Simon show on TV, you know.
Okay.
With the commercials on TV and all them.
Big up yourself,
but you see your
Rock.
show.
Rock on.
You see your show, when I check out the whole of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have due respect. They have portion to them, yes, but you see enough of them with the explicit and not with it.
All right, sir. So that's why we say.
If you're a reprimand a man look a while and I say yes,
yeah,
that's
man.
why.
That's why we say we are not a blogger nor a vlogger. We are broadcaster. Thanks for the call here, my brother. Big up yourself.
You have me all the while.
Rock on. Rock on. Blessings and welcome to the Colin Bell Show. You're live on Portland Spice TV. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Colin.
Eh?
May hear the Prime Minister make some speech about Becky the fast on some $600 million. What is it about?
You know, I don't know if those speeches are really him, if I know AI some people I use. I'm not sure about those speeches on Burkina Faso. Because
must.
I have never seen anything about them in the Gleaner. I've never heard any of those on social media. So sometimes we have to be careful some of the things them demand them up on social media now. I put out there. We have to check if I AI them or if them real, you know?
Okay.
So I doubt those speeches are real.
Next thing.
Yeah.
3 appointment was made for the Governor General swear them in the Integrity Commission.
They approve them, yes.
I am no one do it.
Well, the last thing I heard is that the Governor General was saying that there were some issues with the documents and the protocol and how they were sent to him. And that's why he did not sign, because he sent back to the Integrity Commission, and it was last week that whatever wrongs he cited was corrected. Now, we don't know what those wrongs were. We want to hear from former Justice Beswick to tell us what was the issue.
But hear me now.
Yeah.
A top-class journalist I put some questions about the Governor General. A lot of things need, even a child care, need regulation. And the Governor General never talk about them up there yet. And when him talk about the appointment, them no really coming like him not satisfied with them.
Well, I spoke on it Saturday morning, and earlier in the week last week I sent a message to Simon that I am of the opinion that something was wrong with the document, and that I believe that is 1 p.m. Need to sign off before the Governor General. Because remember now, you know, the Governor General is merely a rubber stamp, you know. The Governor General operates on the advice of the Prime Minister. And them say after consultation with the opposition leader. So some of them think that with the Governor General sign off, and if the Prime Minister not give him the go ahead, in my opinion, him not sign. You understand? So appointments like those to the Integrity Commission, and you know the Prime Minister and the Integrity Commission have them issues right now. And therefore, things now go. I don't expect things to flow smooth as it relates to the Integrity Commission. And that's why when you look at issues like those, in England, the Prime Minister would have resigned. But in Jamaica, no such thing.
But tell me, coming like him protect the Prime Minister because show him now what the people, I mean.
Well, they're not that we are saying that we are suspect, you know. Those are our suspicions. Because remember, one of the men was supposed to be the director of corruption prosecution and claims him and dating Campbell a friend.
Right.
So
tell me. So the opposition can't do nothing about it?
No. They can talk. If they know what is happening, they can maybe talk about it. And if you realize that they are not being given the latitude in the parliament to say certain things. Last week in the parliament, when Dr. Tufton rise and gave his statement, Alfred Dawes said that is not what the people wanted to hear, and they were trying to shut him down. Him have to draw standing orders, whatever. And they allow him to speak. But of course, you hear what Tufton tell him. Yeah, practice for the next election. This one finish. We are on this side. That's the level of arrogance.
Okay, hear me. With the Caribbean Court of Justice, right?
Yeah.
And the Privy Council.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister come to a decision now?
Well, in the debate, he was asked the question and he said he prefer local court.
Why prefer local court?
I don't know, but the problem I have, Pringle, is that the GLP, the entire GLP, they have not come to a consensus yet. And what I am saying to the Jamaican people, that we must demand that the government come to one decision. We heard Delroy Chuck in an interview last week say him alone have 6 positions. Did you hear that?
Yeah, man, me everything, man.
The man say him one have 6 positions. Plus Marlene Malawu Ford told us that the government side not really sure on what they want to do.
So tell me now, if you did have a Caribbean Court of Justice, right? The people in the Caribbean, the governments in the Caribbean would have chose the judges.
Well, there's a system of how the judges are chosen. I don't think it's necessarily the government them choose them. But there's a system.
Because they represent them, no.
Because remember what we have is what we call separation of powers. So the legislature no really get mixed up with the judiciary. Or the executive no get mixed up with the judiciary. But then we did see Prime Minister appoint the Chief Justice and appoint him acting. And if people never lick out against that, he wouldn't change in position.
But why him change in position?
Because what he was doing was wrong.
Court. No, he might go choose each of them.
If he
influence.
No, but if they are saying, because one of the things that the GLP is saying is that the lawyers and the judges in the Caribbean go to the same school. Then if that are the problem in the Caribbean, then what going to be the problem in Jamaica? The lawyer and the judge are now going to live the same place?
Yeah, but if we have a local court, him can influence the people who want to go on the court?
Of course, but Ruth Lynn Matthews is saying that the Judicial Service Commission is the one that chooses the judges for the Caribbean Court of Justice. So not the government, not the government.
Yeah, but if you have a local court.
Yeah.
Him can influence everything like what them I don't know.
Exactly, and then remember, this is a man who say him no need no opposition for hold him accountable, feed people and hold him accountable.
So go back in and brain box and change and say, boy, you better me have a local court because I can't do what I want to do.
I'm not change Pringler. The first time that him have offer a definitive position.
Right,
and the first time that we hear him put a position out there.
Yeah. So tell me now. Them all right, don't worry with that one. Anyway, we have a hard way to travel.
Yes, and a mighty long way to go.
And a losing road.
But Jah is the blessed Savior, my brother.
Then why Jah make them win back the election?
Sometime you never hear the pastor bring on a pastor last week. You hear the pastor say? Israel did want Saul. And never him God did want give them, but the people rebel. And God allow them to take what them want. So sometime God allow wicked man to rule over people, especially when they get wicked,
But that's no good.
You have to remember, say God create good and evil, you know. Some Christian don't like hear that say God create evil, you know. But a God create good and evil.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But he look like he put put on more evil pound more good. You know, she say evil more take good.
Well, a Satan,
all over the world. All over the world.
A Satan rule earth, you know, and God rule earth, you know. That's why God. Yeah, Satan rule earth, you never know.
Oh.
You think a God rule earth? A Satan rule earth. That's why God say, "I come back for him people." Because him allow Satan to run things. Because everybody have a choice.
Yeah.
And him say, choose ye this day who you will serve. So some people choose evil. See, hey, you see me tell you? See a man here said, no evil in God. A God make everything good and evil. He create all things. Big up yourself, Pringle.
Respect.
Blessings.
Take care of yourself.
Who never know say God create evil? God create all things. Mr. Martin. God alone create all things. Well on, Candy Max say he did not create evil. I want to come from. Hey, tell her. Me telling you, you know. Me speak the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. God Almighty create all things. There was nothing made that was not created by him. No, say Bible say. Hey, somebody go in our Bible. So me see some people. I said no. Yes, Ivan, a God create Satan. Yes. Then who else could have created him? Hallelujah. You know what, yeah? Me tell you, so me talk everything, you know. You no see me versatility yet, you know. Because you no challenge me yet. Me talk religion, me talk politics, me talk sex, me talk sports. You see West Indies are suffer? A retribution. I take West Indies team, the man then win this morning by 1 run against Bangladesh. Bangladesh beat we in the last match. Yes, man. Evil come about because man's evil nature. No. No. God create good and evil. Male and female. Yes. Hey, the man, watch your money, nuts. Mr. Martin said God did not create Satan. Brother, him never named. Remember say Satan was an angel in heaven, you know. Him never named. When did name that time? Lucifer? When did name that time? Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, all things were created by God.
All things.
Heaven and earth, principalities and power,
all
visible
things.
and invisible, dominion
all
and throne. Without him, there was nothing made that was not made. So everything,
all
things, it is in Colossians. I don't remember Colossians what. All things.
Yeah, man.
Visible and invisible, heaven and earth, dominion and throne, principalities and power, all things. Without him, there was nothing made that was not made. Okay.
Somebody want to know which part of the Bible it there?
It is in Colossians. I may have to go and look for it. Colossians. I will look for it.
Look for it and get back to me before the evening out. Because we want to tell the people. Fitzroy Palmer said Isaiah 45 verse 7. God create evil. Now you see the confusion in religion. Colin is correct.
Yeah.
Me not
yes.
ask nobody if me right, you know. Me know say me right like how the Bible write.
Everything.
Everything that was created by him. There is nothing
what that was created that was not
that was
created
made
by
that
him.
was not created by him. Nothing.
Oh, I'm going to look up for it.
Hey, a whole heap of people, you know, if them really get the full understanding, some of them may turn them back on God. Because if me tell you, say God saying he hate somebody, somehow know that tell me say a lie, me I tell. Yes, God saying he hate somebody. Hey. So, you have to understand. How would it tell God for Jesus to repent? Somebody tell God to repent, you know. You know, stay there. Proverbs 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked from the day of evil. Yeah, man. 876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. Hold on there. Somebody did a call me and said that somebody I look like I want Bible somebody. I want Bible somebody this. I want to see if I want Bible somebody this. God make heaven and earth. You hear the man I say now, how can a pure God do evil? Whenever saying do it, him make it. And him create everything. Everything. And him create. Go do some reading, man. Yeah, man, Satan was the brightest and the fairest and the best singer in every, you know. Yeah. Colossians 1 verse 16. And somebody's saying this is what 2 Corinthians 4 verse 4. Yeah, man, God make everything, my people. Everything. You find it?
Yes, sir. Colossians 1:16.
Wait, say, read it.
But like when me dip on the phone, me can't read it. But it say all things were created by God, heaven and earth, visible and invisible, dominion and throne, principalities and power. Nothing was created without God. Colossians 1:16. All things were created by God.
I'm sure on one place in the Bible. See somebody else say John 1:3, all things were made by him, and without him
there was nothing made that was not
made. Yeah, I make everything, man. Ivan Riley said God don't do evil. He created evil. Or him say he created evil.
Yes, he does not do evil,
Yeah, man,
but he created.
Evil, but him created everything were there. Him.
Yes, sir. All right.
Blessings. Gilly.
Yes.
Mr. Gilly send one here. Hold on there. Hello, good. Turn off the TV.
Colin.
Turn off the TV now, background.
Colin.
Yes, go ahead.
Colin. Remember the one here, Hosea 13 and 4, you know. Yet I am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt, and thou shalt know no God but me, for there is no Savior beside me. Don't forget the God that come from Africa. Hear that? One love.
Bless up, my brother. Isaiah 45 verse 7. From the light and create darkness, I make peace and create evil. The Lord do all these things. Gilly, hold on there. Gilly find Isaiah 45 verse 71 that. From the light I create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So, I'm going to get some gospel this evening. I'm going to get some religion this evening. Hey, Tala. Hey. No, you see, you have a whole lot of people who say them are Christian, but them don't understand the Bible. And they don't understand God. And God is too powerful for some people to understand. Evil can't ascribe to God. Brother, go read some Bible, man. Go read some Bible. There is nothing that was made that was not made by the Lord Jesus Christ. He make everything. So, when you find a part in the Bible or tell me who create evil, come with it, make we know. Before you tell me I'm incorrect. Tell me who create evil. God is a God of choice. Yes, you can choose what you want to do. Yes, that's why I'm saying let the wheat and tear grow till the day of harvest. Yeah, man. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Bell.
Blessings, my brother.
Yeah, I saw something on online about the Prime Minister and at press conference about destroying all the gangs and the gang leaders in Jamaica.
I don't remember that, but I know they are out to destroy all the gangs. Yeah, but I don't know about the press conference.
Yeah, that's on online. I'm not sure, but on the press conference, in the press conference, there were two persons with him on the press conference. On his left was Bob Grange, and on his right was Chang, which is the Minister of Security.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a bad example they're setting for the country, because Bob Grange is a
Hold
known.
on a little bit. Just be careful where we are going with this argument, because if you can't prove it, may I ask you not to say it, not to tarnish anybody's reputation. Right? I'm a broadcaster. I'm not a vlogger nor a blogger. So I want credibility and truth. So
okay,
if you're not sure, say it is alleged.
Well, listen to me now. Listen to me, Colin.
Yeah.
The Michael Malley had her in at a certain place in Upper Camp.
In the 80s, yes, she was one that was arrested under the state of emergency.
Yes, because she was a known certified gang leader.
Well, I don't know about the certified. Okay. I know that she was arrested back in the 80s under the state of emergency, or in the 70s, I think. 70s, yeah. 70s.
Yeah, and she wasn't arrested because she was a priest. She was arrested because of her.
So was Pernell Charles too.
Yeah, and if you look at the WikiLeaks report, Chang is known choir boy.
So okay, the producer is asking how would it issue their certificate there.
Tiaga.
Tala. Yes, my boss.
So, you know what I mean? Colin, I am not in the business of putting on lipstick on a pig.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it neither, but we don't want to say things that we're not sure about. Because you see what is
anyway.
You see what is happening in social media. People are make up things that put out there. People are put out their gut feelings. And I agree. I agree with Dr. Herbert Gill that when you have a gut feelings, you must go to the toilet. You must come with data and facts.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I'm giving you facts because Mali they put her in Upper Camp because of her gangster behavior. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, it's a bad example. He said it for the country. What are you telling young people? You know what I mean? A person with a repetition, and she's been awarded by the Governor General for what?
Well, I wonder.
You know what I mean?
I wonder where some of them people get award for. I wonder where Christopher Tufton get award for.
Yeah, and if you remember the WikiLeaks,
order of deception.
Yeah. If you remember the WikiLeaks report on Chang, he's no choir boy.
Well, I hear some serious things about these people, you know, my brother. Some serious things that they have not challenged. And I am saying in any self-respecting democracy, some of the things they will go out there about Dr. Chang, about where this lady her name from Trelawney, Dalrymple, Philibert, some things that in social media should be contested by these people, and if they are not contesting them, they should take with themselves.
Yeah, and the reality is, I mean, we are know about the WikiLeaks report and Sam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and these are bad examples for young kids. You know what I mean? To look up and look at. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't people sitting in a press conference. They're talking about getting rid of gangs and gang leader, and those people are sitting in left, right, one on the left and one on the right.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, my brother. Enough
You know?
respect. Yeah, man. Thanks for the call.
All right, sir. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Take care.
Big up Conrad OB, the fireman. Check out him YouTube channel, you know. Check it out. Subscribe to it and like it up, yeah? Well, my people, there are so many things to say. So many things. Somebody's giving me a heads up as to what Turlang said in the parliament today. I'm going to go check it out. But what about the money that it is alleged that cement company gave to the Jamaica Labour Party? It's so much money. It's a whole piece party for money me here, you know. Whole heap of money. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at it tomorrow. At the CMEX issue. And when the producer take my phone, she don't normally give me back my phone and I hold it for the things that on my phone, you know. But somebody is saying it's 207,000 US dollars. Hey. 207,000 US. That's a lot of doing, you know. Somebody's asking, hold on there. Yale Serbel. We have opposite. Once you have something, there is the opposite. Yes. Person is saying God made homosexual, but is not a gay. He made prostitute, but he didn't indulge in it. He made murderer, but never. He made murder, but never a murderer. I see your argument. 100, somebody saying is 201, 207. How much? Hold on. 207,000 US. That's not a lot of money. A little bit of money that, you know. A little bit of money that. That can't buy me a house. But what about the declaration? The article I was reading said that it was declared at one point, and at another point they changed it. But tomorrow we want to dive deeper into it. We're going to invite Conrad tomorrow, and we're going to dive deeper into it. The Bank of Jamaica today again intervened in the foreign exchange market. We're going to dive deeper into it. We want to hear about the civil servants' money. $33 million, little bit of money. Little bit of money. Yeah. A whole heap of money. That, as I said, that can't buy me a house. But, my people, I want to thank everybody. Hold on. Natalie, I not get back my phone. I will have my phone. Then from the gate for and say, you know, give me it back. I'm supposed to talk to the mayor St. Mary. Because them say whether I come. I still want to talk to him. Because them say whether I come, I want to know how Port Maria stay. How Port Maria is going to be looking out. Your worship, good evening. You ready for me? Come on. All right, hold the line for me. You see, because the producer took my phone and didn't give me back my phone, you know. We're not taking long. Hold the line for me. You ain't going to be long. We just want to know what going on at Port Maria there. And we hear the same argument in the parliament today. That's why the PNP members. Yes, your worship the mayor. Mr. Wilson, how you doing?
I am blessed, man.
We're getting a lot of news that we're expecting adverse weather condition for this week. You are the mayor for Port Maria. How is the town of Port Maria getting ready for this adverse weather conditions?
Well, as is customary, we do we try as best as possible with our financial constraints to do regular maintenance of these drains, gullies, roadways. So we just intensify it when October, like May coming into the hurricane season.
Yes.
So now that we would have had information that we have maybe a tropical storm on the way, I had met today with the CEO, the chief engineering officer, and gave instructions for assessment to be done at especially the major areas that would normally have incidents of flooding and other water-related issues of the parish. So two of the areas that come to mind are two communities is Port Maria and Anata Bay.
Yes.
Because the Motherford drain, which is one of the major drains in Anata Bay, although it is classified under the National Works Agency drain, but we have to use the Disaster Risk Management at time Act to really get it clean because the NWA don't really maintain those drains on a regular basis. And then, the sea, it empties in the sea, but when the tide is high, the sand and other debris would go and block the drain. So we have to do regular maintenance on those drains, despite the fact that it's a National Works Agency responsibility. So, now for the Port Maria area, as you know, it is basically below sea level. So therefore, any high tide, then we normally have a clogging of the drain or backup of the water. So, but we would have cleaned at least twice since here. We would have had major drain clean where we would have cleaned all the drains in Port Maria Township. We would have cleaned the Stennett Street, Main Street, Warner Street drains. Those are the drains we normally have the outlets, what normally have the backup where we would experience the flooding. But we are also doing another assessment to see if those areas need some other maintenance so we can make sure that if the rain falls, at least we would have done what we're responsible to do.
So is it safe?
As I said, Shaka, we can't be too prepared for a hurricane because people always say, how prepared are you? I don't know how can you prepare for some wind where you know what is coming. You don't know what the rainfall is like coming.
Right.
What we can do is just mitigate against the negative effects as we go on.
So we are prepared as possible, as we can
yes,
be at
man,
this time.
we would have had a disaster committee meeting today as well at the corporation.
Yes.
My disaster coordinator would have been on the ground touching base with the shelter managers. We would have done inspection of the shelters. We have approximately 55 shelters across the municipality. And it was reported today that all shelters are up to standard and is ready in case we need to activate any of the shelters. We also would have looked at our supplies and we would have seen that maybe we wouldn't have 100% of supply because, that is almost impossible as well, based on our constraints. But most of our emergency supply that will be needed in case something happens tomorrow, we can respond because you would understand after activating a shelter, then after 24 hours, if persons are in the shelter for over 24 hours, then comes the Ministry of Labor and Social Security that would normally come in with the feeding aspect of them and providing other resources. So we would have met with the first responders, the Jamaica Fire Brigade, the Red Cross. We met with them today and we looked how ready they are.
Yes.
In case that we need them. So we would have been proactive and meeting with all the relevant area state agencies. You know that the fire department is one of those agencies that department that we depend heavily on. We would have loved if JPS was at the meeting today, because that is another agency that we look towards to see how ready they are. We would have been at them from early this year to say there are some overhanging trees close to the power lines and in other areas along the public thoroughfare. We're saying that we would have loved if they had cooperated with us and assisted to cut those trees, because that will prevent unnecessary roadblocks, especially based on our thoroughfare here, where we are heavily on the tourism product, and with the Ian Fleming International Airport, persons going both east and westerly out of St. Mary. And we would have loved to know that even if a hurricane comes, we could at least maintain access to all visitors, both locally and internationally, so that they can come and go as it is where it is concerned. So we have been meeting with the relevant persons. We have been touching base, and we're hoping for the best. We're hoping that Melissa won't come to Jamaica and will seek refuge some other island or some other place.
Don't give her no visa.
No, we're not giving them.
How does the St. Mary municipality stay with money, with funding? You have all the necessary funding you need?
I wonder, that's a rhetorical question.
but I heard Desmond McKenzie said that him now hold up no funding and how much money the parish council them have and all of them something there.
I won't go down that road with the minister and his pronouncement. The minister has to do what the minister has to do. What I will tell you, though, is that with the municipal corporations, as indicated by Minister McKenzie, it depends heavily on the parochial revenue fund, the PRF. And at least every month, what I understand is that every month by mid-month, by let's say the 15th, we should get allocation with PRF.
Yeah.
And I can say without any cause of contradiction to say that we at the St. Mary Municipal Corporation, the last funding we've received from the Ministry for PRF is July. We have not received any other funds. We have received the figures for August. But as the minister rightly stated, when the figures come, when that letter comes with the amount of money that has come to the municipal corporation for to be used, is that when that is done, we have to write the program as to exactly what we're doing with the money, how much is expended to do drain clean, how much is expended to do SGR, how much is lentman and all those things, and for office purposes. And then we send it back to the ministry, and then the ministry is approved. So it is not like we can get money and we just willy-nilly do what we want. At least in St. Mary, we follow the protocol and we follow good governance. So that is it. So we are not awash with funds, but what we have been trying to do in recent times is we are trying to energize our own source revenue, try to see how more productive we can do with our markets and transportation centers,
yes,
with our illegal vendors on the street. And you would have seen in recent times with some operation where we would have tried to regulate the street of Fort Myers, to rid the street of illegal vending, illegal taxis, the bus park not being used. We can say that we've had maybe 500% increase at our transportation center since the last 2 weeks of implementing that.
Yes.
We must give credit to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, who really came out and really is managing the space with us. So the municipal officers and the Jamaica Constabulary Force officers are out in their numbers maintaining law and order, because we need to get a hold on our township and criminality if we're going to have a successful parish. And what we've partnered with the police to say that leading into Christmas, we need to get a hold of the town from now so that we can maintain the peace and order when the festive period comes around. So order must be maintained.
Definitely.
It is not that we are oppressive to the people. It is not that we don't understand that persons are having hardship and they need to do a little vending to survive and to sell their kids to school. It is something that we understand. But it is that we're saying do it orderly. We have a market that the Ministry of Local Government would have built a few years ago. Decent market in our township. It is not being properly used. We would have had over $20 million expended for the Anata Bay market also. Then vendors are all over the street in Anata Bay. And we're saying that at least going to market, the municipal corporation can earn some funds that we can offset our expenses in providing the services that is needed to have the parish and the municipality run properly. We're looking at our water sources where we would have provided water for many communities. And we are saying to the residents, pay your water bill so that we can actually deliver more water and we can maintain our sources with our chlorine residual checks in the month where the health department checks on these to make sure that the water that we're serving to the public is actually potable water and it is good for consumption. So we would have a number of sources of own sources, and I would want is in agreement with the minister that we need to tap into this. The residents and all of us need to look at it and to say that these services that the municipal corporation provide, or cemeteries, or markets, or tea centers, or arcades, and or water supplies, or advertisement and parties, fees for parties. It is saying that yes, you will be getting your permits to do so, but you need to apply for the permits. You need to do it in a lawful and legal way, so that at the end of the day, we can provide the resources to offset the cost of running the municipal corporation.
All right, Your Worship, let me thank you very much, and let's wish that the weather condition don't affect St. Mary that bad, all right?
All the best, my brother, and I want to say thanks and good evening to your listenership.
One final thing. Somebody was asking, when will the citizens be made aware of where the shelters are?
Well, in the municipality, most of our shelters are normally known by the residents because these are shelters that we would have been using over the years unless we have a change. But what I have instructed though is that where we have a change of shelter with a location, we would use tone cry and go in those areas and announce that where the new shelter is going to be or will be, so that persons will be knowledgeable. We wouldn't want a scenario or a situation arises where a person would be in need of a shelter and not is knowing or turn up at where the former shelter, the old shelter used to be and stuff like that. So it's a very good question, and it is something that I am saying that we're going to use tone cry where those situations arises. But for the most part, in most of the areas, our residents would have been knowledgeable of the shelters because these are shelters that we would be using year after year.
All right, my brother. Thanks, Your Worship. Blessings. All the best.
Okay, sir.
We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir.
All right. His Worship, the Mayor of Port Maria, Fitzroy Wilson. Let me thank everybody this evening for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you with me. We know you have choices, and the fact that you stick and stayed with us, we just want to thank you very much. Please, for those of you who have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Portland Spice TV. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, 4 p.m. sharp, the Colin Bell Show.